Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Is your tummy ever just like growling? What?
Oh,
I literally already ate.
Oh, because you're hungry? Is it a hunger?
But
Is
I
it a
already
hunger
ate.
pain?
Yeah.
Well, you need to eat
Is
more.
it pain or ping?
It could be either a hunger pang and a hunger pain.
And then Hunger Games.
And then Hunger Games and then Hunger Gains.
That's right. Gains.
Which is what I have.
And
Joanna Gaines.
I was just going to say, and then Hunger Games, like Joanna Gaines.
Right,
AKA
right.
Magnolia, AKA me setting up 3 different emails to get 20% off by using Welcome 20.
I don't fault anybody for doing that though. Like I love that. I have about 19 emails
I forgot
for
that
like
we
Good
had
American and shit.
Well, that's the thing is I was like gonna text you and be like, can I use your email to sign up for
And you
Magnolia
always can.
perks?
And you always can. You are always
I'm
welcome.
gonna place another order at some time in my life. I'm gonna use your email.
Well, also you can do a burner email. You can just go to those websites that do the burner emails and then it sends you even the stuff that's in the inbox. So like I do that
I'm
for
literally just like outing myself.
I do that for my library cards.
Do you remember when did we ever talk about you
me getting in trouble with the Los Angeles Public Library? I think we did.
I don't remember that.
Well, if you didn't, I'll give you guys a quick recap. Basically, my local library, I use an app called Hoopla. And if you haven't ever heard of it, it's basically like an online library access, but you have to have a library card in order to rent books from it. Our local libraries are like, they're just like very sanctimonious, very prude. Like there's a lot that they don't let you rent using their library card, if that makes sense. So I have to basically lie and say that I live somewhere in Los Angeles, and I basically will like go and just choose a random house in Los Angeles as like my address. I give them our old landline number, and then I do a burner email. And then I'm able to get like a new, and then every like month or so they catch on and they cancel it. And then I have to redo it. All of this just to get books.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
I know.
Sorry, but that's crazy.
I would love if my local library actually let me rent anything that wasn't, the seven habits of highly effective teens or something.
So are you saying they won't let you rent like smutty books?
Basically, like it's like yes, but also like there's been other books that they don't let me rent, and I'm just like,
that's like really actually kind of concerning and crazy. That seems like censorship to me.
Very, very, and it's like, yeah, I don't really know what to do. So anyway, I don't care. Whatever, dude, come after me. But anyway, they did come after me. The Los Angeles Library, when I was using my own email, they emailed me and they were like, we've noticed that you've opened a bunch of different library cards and like, you can't do that. Like, that's like against our policy. And I was just like, okay, not on a librarian starting beef with the Los Angeles Library.
That's so you to have like nothing on your record besides beef. That's what it showed up to. It was like if this was ever to go on record, like beef with LA County Library.
Yeah, it's like a number of politicians and then LA County Library.
That's right. Also, a library card is such like a unique, wonderful thing to have a library card.
I know. I miss. I haven't had a library card in a really long time, like an actual one. Definitely not one that links back to me in any way.
That's right, dude. Here's the thing about you is that you're never going to find a library card that links directly back to you. Okay?
No, you're not.
You are what
I'm living a life of crime.
You are what Unknown Caller is to the library world. That shit.
I'm running a criminal ring of library card.
That's right. Just read, dude. You are the book thief.
It's kind of like when we used to get fake IDs, and there was like the person who made the fake IDs.
That.
Right. Yeah. You were robbed of just about every childhood experience. I think that it's very similar to that in that now I'm like, I'll hook you up with a library card. It's almost like that feels like it kind of has to be these days, though, where you got to be like, I'll hook you up with a library card.
No,
Like, I'll hook you up with
literally.
this
Or it's
book.
like, here's a book that like they don't show in schools anymore.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And
It's
here's
like,
the thing.
here
If
you
it's
go.
in the library catalog, like I should be able to rent it for free, no?
Yeah.
And if it's not, if the author has decided not to put their book, I'm not going to go rip it off the internet. Like, that's not how I roll. I will rent
Right.
it if it's free. I will buy it if it's not. But it's like, I shouldn't have to be, anyway, not library
Bro,
talk,
I'll
dude.
literally just do a chat GPT. I'll just be like, tell me the vibes of the book. And then I'll be like, that's enough.
Like, I basically read it. That's me with scary movies, though. You know that. Like, I will read the synopsis and the plot of a scary movie because I don't want to watch the actual movie, but I want to know what happened in it. Like, I read the whole
Right.
synopsis for Weapons, that movie that came out that everyone's been like absolutely like raving about.
Yes.
I wasn't going to watch that, but now I know
I don't
exactly
even
what happens.
exactly. Well, that's the thing. That's like I that's the one thing I love ChatGPT for is I can just be like kind of give me the vibe on this and then like I'll let you know.
Listen, even Wi-Fi or
Also
Wi-Fi, even Wikipedia.
I wonder what like the world is and like high school is with ChatGPT.
I know. I always think that. I always think
Cause like
that.
we didn't get that. Like, dude, no, you
No,
have
but
to
we
go
did get
into
the
a
internet.
textbook. No, like we didn't even get the internet. Like it wasn't even
Yeah,
like
that's true.
we had flip phones. There was no internet. If you
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
get
yeah.
anything on the internet, you had to like go to a library.
Right.
But like you had to get a textbook, and then if that thing wasn't in there, you'd have to get another textbook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm,
you'd have to
mm-hmm.
go to a library, and by the way, you'd have to cite it.
Right. Well, you know what the other thing is? What's the point of the education? Is it I feel like it's two prongs, okay? There's being able to critically think and like gain and like gather information. So you have to
Mhm.
learn how to do those things. And then is the actual learning. I feel like as long as you're doing those things, who cares how you're doing it?
Right. But are we actually learning if we're just asking the
At
things?
the end of the day, like you're the only person losing is you in that situation. And that's
Yeah,
like
wow,
why
dude,
I took
spoken
like a
real.
real parent, I know. But really that is like how I took college. I took it so seriously. I was like,
Yeah,
who am I fooling? Like if I don't take this seriously and do my absolute best, literally what like it's not like I'm sticking it to the man. It's not like
right.
I'm like getting away with something. It's like you're just not gonna have anything to show for your degree and like no knowledge whatsoever. So it's I
It's
don't know.
funny because
I wouldn't have an issue with ChatGPT if I was a teacher personally. I
no.
just wouldn't care. No, I wouldn't care. I'd be like,
It's
this
just
is
funny because it's like I
exactly what
could.
people said about the internet, and it wasn't that bad. We still
Yeah, I
figured it all out.
know.
You know
I
what
know.
I
I know.
mean?
I
We all
know.
got through high school. Honestly, a lot of it is just memorization anyway.
I know. Dude, my stepdaughter came like the other day and she was showing me all of her like English homework and then she was showing me her math homework. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm.
way the math homework, I literally looked at it. If you said to me, I'll give you $100 million right now, I have the winning lotto numbers.
Right.
I will hand them to you right now. If you could solve one of these problems, I would I wouldn't be able to. I mean, the
Absolute
way that
same.
it literally looks insane. Also,
Yeah.
by the way, you know that they changed the way that they're doing it.
Absolutely. I
It's
feel
not
like they
how we
change it.
learned.
No, I know, but I feel like they change it every like 5 years. They're like, it's different now. We're
I'm
doing it
also just like
different.
the way that they make it so long form. I'm like, hey, how about it's just this plus this and then divided by the like I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like
I
it.
know.
I
I
don't like
really
it.
do think that there is something about like
I don't like
looking
it.
at what a child is extremely good at and maybe some things that they're a little bit weaker at that they could work on. But it's like, unless a kid is extremely like mathematically gifted, why are we putting them through it? I guess it kind of is like,
Why?
although I do understand like pushing your mind and pushing your brain and like to try and figure things out. I just think that
Dude, there's too much figuring out going on, and that's the
I
problem.
yeah, and I think that what am I think what's the word I'm looking for? Me literally probably should have gotten a better education. Um, I think that the punishment for not being extraordinarily good in every subject is too high, which is you don't get to pass that grade. Like you
Yeah.
have to be held back or you have to go to summer school. I just think that I don't know. I think we need to
Yeah.
measure effort before we measure like correct answers. But I don't know. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
dude, if
teachers
that was
follow
the
us and
case,
listen. So
if we were measuring effort,
Hunter would have also done bad.
I would have also done that because this is zero effort. I actually have Brian and I, we like went and got coffee the other day at this like cute little coffee shop / store, and they had these books. You know how you gave me the book for the kids? I think it's for Hudson. It's like, this is the story of my life, and it's like prompts of saying like,
Yes.
you know, what did your kid do today, or like, let's talk about his first year, second year, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's basically that premise, but it's about our life. So it's like this is the story of mom, and like this is the story of dad. So we each got
I love
one, and like
that.
I love the way that they lay it out, because it'll be like, describe your parents, or it'll be like, describe their jobs, like what did they do, and what was holidays in your house growing up, like what did like a
So it's you
normal
guys filling this out?
us.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then
so
like that
you're
book
saying
is
like
for
what
our
our mom
children.
and dad did.
Yeah, like mom and dad.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
And like, describe your siblings. And I'm like, Michaela's your Auntie Kale's a fucking bitch, dude.
A
You'll find that out.
psycho, kooky,
Yeah, kooky.
feminist, liberal, leftist.
Yeah, I'm like, she has an agenda.
She has an agenda, dude, the gay agenda.
And so but one of the things is, and like, I really, Brian and I were like, I want to fill this out to like, A, the best of my knowledge, B, it's really helped with like recalling some things,
Yeah.
C, I want to be honest, right? And so I'm like, one of the questions that I filled out today was like, what was your high school experience like? And is there anything that you wish you could have done? And I'm like, gosh, I wish I could have done more of like the high school things, like getting the fake ID and like going to prom, which I've talked about before, or like going to more of like the football games. I think I only went to like 2 high school football games. It's like, you know what I mean? And so that was one thing I put in there, and I was like, oh, well, so sad. If they read this, they're going to be like, well, so sad. But I want to be honest.
Yeah, and also, like, the one thing about it is that, you were, like, kind of getting into modeling at that point too.
Well, that's what I put too, is like, I was, like, very career focused.
Very.
You know what I mean? At 18, I signed, and then 19, I was, like, traveling, and then 20, I started going back and forth to New York, you know? So, but yeah, it's I wish that we had something like this for our parents.
Well, let's get it and give it to them.
I know.
They love to write about their lives. Both of them are always like, I'm in the middle of writing my biography. I'm just like, you guys are so,
I know, but
like, we may not even need to. We may not even need to give this.
But the thing is, though, is that those two, most parents are like, I should write a book. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But those two, I'm like,
there's going to be
lives,
books.
The stories, the lives, the pandemonium deserves a book each.
Yeah. And like, there's such a joke within our household that, you know, I'm always dropping lore on Martin of our family. Like, I'm always just like, yeah, like, you know, my mom used to do this. And like, at one point,
dude,
my dad
anytime Kenny Loggins is on, I'm like,
yeah, we're like
my dad, and I'm going to leave it on that. I'm not going to say anymore.
I'm not going to say anymore. Our lore goes very deep with folks like Kenny Loggins and Joe DiMaggio. And listen, we can just go on. But I think that that's so cool though, and that's really, I like that you're being honest about it, because then they can kind of know more about like what made you, because what a formative time in your life, that age.
Yeah, you know? And it like goes into like really deep. It'll be like, what's your favorite moment, or like what's a moment that stood out to you in preschool, if you can think that far back.
What did you write?
I actually there's literally one moment I can remember.
Okay.
And it's when Dad was traveling. He was in Australia filming. I think he was filming that movie that everyone was
Thin Red Line.
Yeah. And I know he was gone for like, I think
he was gone
months.
for 2.5 months. I think he was gone. Yeah.
And obviously there's no FaceTime, there's no phones, nothing. And I just remember really, 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 really missing him. And I remember I could recall the smell. I could recall the way everything looks. I remember laying down in my preschool class, and we had our nap time, and we had our little mat, and we rolled it out, and we were all just like laying there, and like some people were sleeping, some people weren't, and we had windows that looked out to the parking where all the cars were, and I saw Dad's car park, and then I saw him get out of it, and no one told me that he was even coming home, B, like he was gonna pick me up, so he surprised me and picked me up, and I remember being like, like so excited. So not only was I like leaving school early, but
Right.
like dad picked me up, and like that I
Oh.
could remember so
Really
vividly.
vividly.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. That's a really sweet memory too
Yeah.
to have. A lot of people are
Yeah.
like, I remember my dad leaving and I never saw him again. I saw this. Okay, not to like that's such a sweet memory, and I love that so much. I saw this reel the other day that was like a tattoo artist account, and you know how they put like the soap on and then they do the reveal. They were like, this girl got all of the things that her father has done for her in a tattoo, and it goes like this, and it was just nothing. Nothing. Just wiped it all of that off, and it was just blank skin. So I was dying, dude.
That is so funny.
Oh,
that's
God,
like internet at its finest, dude. Like that humor.
That truly is.
Anyways,
dude,
yeah,
that's a really sweet man, though.
Super sweet of us to like get these books. Also, I'm like, can I read yours if you read mine? Like, I want to read Brian's.
Yeah, absolutely. You should.
But we just like have it out and about, and like whenever we like pass by, we just write something in it.
Cute. I remember one of my like
no one asked. Did you have a book?
Right. No. You're like, you didn't get a book. You're like, you don't have kids. You don't get to have one of these books. I'm just like,
you don't get to have a book. There actually is one about my aunt. So anyways, continue on.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, my birthday's coming up. I remember one of my like crazy, like a memory that sticks out to me so much when I'm in preschool is I went up to like one of the yard duties and I was like watching something happening and I go, oh my God. And we went to a Christian preschool. And she was like, you cannot say, oh my God, you cannot use the Lord's name in vain. And I was like, what? How old? Like 5?
3. No.
3. 4. Yeah. And I was just like,
okay.
Like, even then, I'm not kidding. I remember even then I was like, I don't think God cares.
Right. Like God's not really going to strike me down.
I was like, I'm pretty sure bro's got bigger things to be dealing with right now. But okay, girl.
Oh my God.
And I remember kissing my preschool boyfriend under the slides.
Okay, dude, these two memories, so not wholesome and so
not
you're
wholesome
like,
to me.
I was just like macking on.
I was macking on a boy and I was cursing. I was using the Lord's name in vain.
That's so you though, dude.
It's very on brand. It's very on brand.
You.
Can I tell you something that Martin came up with the other day that I think is fucking brilliant for a TV show?
Sure.
Because we were talking about The Amazing Race and I was like, would you ever do The Amazing Race with me? And he was like, yeah, obviously. And I was like, do you think we do good? And he's like, I think we might. It depends, like on where we were at. And then he was like, they should do Amazing Race, but with housewives.
Yeah.
Like the housewives, like so like the cast members of different housewives.
Like how they do Traitors, but
yeah, like how they do Traitors or how they were doing like Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yes.
They should do Amazing Race. Can you imagine like Tamra Barney and Vicky Gumbelson as a team and like
or Amazing Race
Brandy
or Survivor.
Glanville. Survivor, yes, but also Amazing Race is cool because they're like they have to go all over the world.
And they have to team up.
And they have to team up and it's like I think it's like 2 people, maybe it's a family. Sometimes they do families, but like, could you imagine they're just like in Bali and then they're like in China and then they're like in Canada and they're doing like all these.
That would be amazing.
I
do you
know.
Think that
Teresa Giudice
would do good on Amazing Race?
I think that Martin and I would do incredibly in Amazing Race as long as it's not too physical. The race part cannot be too heavy because
just amazing.
We're
amazing.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Amazing chill. Amazing. Like, are we good at prop? You tell me, do you think we would be good?
I think you would be breathing down his throat. I think you would be like, are you joking me right now? I think you and I could probably do it because I'd be like, no, I'm not fucking joking you right now. Let's get it together.
But and then also, don't you think that Martin and I are good problem solvers together?
Yes, but I think that The Amazing Race has a lot of the things that you and I always find. Like, it's like the
I know what you
mean. The nitpicky of it all. Like
like parking, like finding parking. The driving, the parking of it all. Right,
like that. Like, I don't think like Brian and I would be as great as it. As you and I would, because we'd be like,
oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you and I would absolutely smash it.
Yeah,
for sure.
And by the way, so we would Traitors. So
just saying, put us on. Imagine if one of us was a traitor, and one of us was a faithful.
They would so do that to us.
They would do that to us.
So do that to us.
I don't know if I'd want to be a traitor. I really don't.
I don't think I would be a good trader. I would be like, no, not me.
I know.
But maybe I would be a good trader since you would never.
I actually think you might be a good trader.
Suspect it.
Because you already are. But yeah, I thought that was really a really good idea.
Dude.
And bravo, please.
Did you know that, by the way, I was watching the Emmys the other night. Did you know that Survivor is still on?
Yes. Yes. I do. Only because I know that Parvati was on she was on Traders. And so the Parvati of it all is like she's like considered the best survivor of all time. Like she's been on all of like the offshoot like spin-offs. Like she's in they're doing one I think in Australia that's like the champs or whatever.
I recently went to a dinner with a girl who did Survivor Influencer.
Oh yes, that's right.
Did I tell you about this? I don't think it's out yet.
You did tell me about this.
But she was telling me about
Didn't you go to that dinner a while ago, or was this recent?
It was like what, 3 months ago? But I don't think it's out yet.
No, I don't think it is.
But dude, the stuff that she was telling me, I was like, oh my God. Like but I would want to, I don't know if I could do it, but I would want to do it because like they had to literally make their houses. Also, by the way, crazy. Survivor Influencer, brilliant.
Love it,
dude.
I want to see it.
I want Tana.
Tana Mojo. Could you imagine?
Yes. I want all of us, but I want to be there too, and I want all of us to go out, and I want to see like what we could do, girlies. Okay.
I just know you and I would smash that too.
No, absolutely. The thing is, like
Survivor types.
She was telling me about like they had to like build the house and they had to,
wait, you can't spill it. You can't spill it.
Oh no, I can't. I know.
Yeah, okay, but build a house. Okay, that's all we're gonna say.
That's like every episode. But also, really quickly, Jeff Probst was unrecognizable, bro. He was talking for 3 minutes, and then they had said like Jeff Probst and Brian and I looked at each other. And we were like.
You were like, what?
Because you know when you grow up with someone and you watch them so regularly, like we had a family friend who was like so into it and they just like, we just watched it, whatever, all the time. And then you stop watching and so you don't see the person for years and then you see them again and you're like, wait, what? Dude, he was so talking and I didn't even.
What was so different about him? Like he just looked older?
It looked like he had a lot of work done. And God bless Jeff Probst. Big fan.
I mean, Survivor took us all by storm. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just aging. It's interesting because you're always sort of like, are you just aging naturally or is this a bad botch job? You'll never know.
Dude, and I feel like that right now because I have gray hairs up the yin yang, dude. Literally, I'm getting my hair done on Thursday and it can't come fast enough. It is gray.
I love that Nicole English posted about her grays the other day. That was
love it because it's like, oh yes, thank God. Like
someone that's so
the hottest girl. Yeah, exactly.
Someone that's so hot. Like, and just like in person, you just want to like, because it's like, why? Like, I can't believe I'm breathing the same breath.
Stepping on our neck. Yeah.
Stepping on our necks, like absolutely so beautiful. And she's just like, yeah, look at these gray hairs. I'm just like, damn, dude, normalize having gray hairs when you're in your 30s and 20s or 40s, like whatever.
But it's that, but it's also, you know, when you actually, you don't, why is the word manifest coming into my head? It's not manifest. You don't digest? No. Botox? When you digest Botox? No. It's
you don't metabolize?
Yeah,
you were kind of there.
I was like in that wheelhouse. But you don't metabolize Botox as quickly as I do. So like we got Botox in June. My forehead is, you can't tell here. I don't know if you can tell in this camera, but it is lumpy and it is back to normal.
I mean, mine's pretty back to normal too.
But like, you know, when you put your makeup on and it's lumpy, dude.
Yeah.
From like the like wrinkles of it all. Not against wrinkles, not against aging. I'm just in that time where my forehead is lumpy. Hairs are gray.
I know. Things start to change. What did I tell you, though? I was like, dude, you're 30 now. When you turn 30, I was like, this is when things get hairy. Like, literally and theoretically. Like, it's all of a sudden, things are changing color.
Dude, things are
changing
loose.
place. Things are loose. And then some things are tight. Like, you're just like, I don't
it's
know what's
kind of
happening anymore.
crazy, but then also people always told me like, oh, you're gonna like feel your best in your 30s, and I do believe that too. Like I think that you just become a bit more like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But yeah, things are loose, things are lumpy, and things are gray, and that's fine. Whatever.
That's totally fine. Literally, I would look at you and not think that at all, but I absolutely get it.
If you looked at me right off the bat and then you, I don't know, zeroed in for 0.2 seconds, you'd go, she's graying. Okay? She's graying.
Well, listen, here's the thing, and I told you this the other day. If you're not graying right now, after all that's going on the last, like, I don't know, 10, even 15 years, if you're not graying a little bit, like, what are you smoking to make you so chill? I need to know. Brian. Oh, dude. Literally, everyone is convinced that Brian dyes his hair, by the way.
I know, dude. And he'll be like, look how gray. And I'm like,
you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Where?
You're like, get out of my fucking face.
It's ridiculous.
Dude, I also wanted to talk about something so funny. So, you know how you always talk about how, like, you'll write things down and they'll just come true? Like, you manifest things?
Yeah.
You do. You literally, Hunter, she will manifest, like, anything. You write it down, and I swear to God, it's kind of like Death Note, but reverse. So, like, in Death Note, they write a name in the book, and that person dies. The guy comes and kills them. Yours is the reverse of that, where, like, you write something down, and it happens.
Yeah, manifesting and prayer. But yeah.
Right. Manifesting and prayer. Now,
we'll call it manifesting.
When I write things down, they don't happen and they don't come true. I'm not kidding you, dude. Yes. I found a bunch of journals that because like I will finish a journal and put it aside, and I'll be like, I'll write like my manifestations, and I'll be like, this is what I want to do by the end of this year. And then I go through it and I've done none of it. None of it has happened. Not one fucking thing on the list, dude.
No.
Meanwhile, you'll write something down on a Post-it and throw it away and it happens. Like, I'm doing dedicated manifestation journals and no one thing is coming true.
Dude, that's literally such a funny skit though, for real.
But it's true though, bro. Even the other day, like, you were like, oh my God, I wrote this down and it came true. And I'm like, of course it did. Dude, I could manifest sunshine and it's going to rain that day. Like, the manifesting doesn't work for me. I didn't get the manifestation. No, it doesn't.
Here's the thing. Did you ever make your vision board tangible this year?
You know what? No, I didn't. No.
And I told you 500 times.
But wait a minute. But do I have to do that? Is that what about people who can't do that? What if they can't, like, they don't have a printer? Hunter, it's you don't have to have a printer.
I use old freaking old magazines that you get. You can literally go and get old magazines at CVS. They literally throw them out.
So you're at the behest of whatever is in print that month for your future?
Yeah, you don't need it. You literally, dude. It's like a ransom note. You write like words out of different words, and it's like fun. Like
mine is a ransom note, dude, and it's my future, and that's what's at stake here, and that's what's literally being taken and stolen,
dude. That is.
I'm gonna start making you write down shit for my future.
I have it on my thing.
I'm going to make you do more stuff though, because literally, I'll be like, okay, like, this is my year for this. And like, I'm going to be like Hunter and I'm going to write this down. And this is going to be the year and I'm going to pray over it. And I'm going to like really just like think about it all the time. I'm going to put it as my background on my phone. This is going to be the year that this happens for me. And then a year later goes by and I look back at the journal and I'm like, none of it happened.
No.
Not one tiny little thing.
No.
Not one little thing has happened.
No. Here's the thing, okay?
You'll be like Legends and you'll be on the cover of the Legends Sports Illustrated shoot. I'll be like, my car not breaking down. And then like that didn't even happen.
No,
here's just like, why did I miss the manifestation gene?
No. You know why?
You're a witch. She's a witch.
I am a little bit like bewitchy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's prayer and we're calling it manifestation. Let's just be honest, okay? But it's also just the true conviction behind it. Okay?
Sure. But when they never come true, how the hell am I supposed to be convicted? Tell me that, because it had to start somewhere. I did believe at one point. I was like, oh yeah, I'm calling this into absolute reality.
Or is it this? Or is it here it is. I'm going to give you a quote really quickly. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me, family.
I'm here. I'm not literally not going anywhere.
God, if
I can't. I'm
if
wired in. Literally, couldn't go anywhere if I tried. I've just got Jeff Probst's 2025 up. That's all I'm looking at.
If I'm not like,
he could still kind of get it, but
really, I want you to look at him at the Emmys. Okay, here's a quote for you. Ready?
Okay.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Just because you might not see it now doesn't mean it's not happening right now. It doesn't mean things aren't lining up for you. Do you understand?
Right. It's true.
Your evidence also that you're looking at, because it may have not happened in the way that you had played it out in your brain, doesn't mean it didn't happen in a way, or doesn't mean that the way that you, and just like I told you guys last episode of like someone else's picture is not meant for you. That's not your picture. So you could have that up and it may have happened in a different way and look a different way. And you don't realize it now because you have and now I'm getting so deeper, but because you have that, it's never going to happen for me. I'm not the manifestation type.
Sure.
You have that in front of it. You're unable to see it. Okay. Right. So let me give that to you guys again. So I'm not going to
so I don't get the picture that's in front of me or the picture that's not in front of me.
You don't get either, dude.
Is what you're saying. So I don't get the picture that I pulled up, and I also don't get the one that's in my brain that I haven't pulled up. None of it.
Listen, what if you're making plans off of the wrong picture? Okay.
I know.
That's it.
So where's the right picture? How do I find?
Is not the evidence of absence.
Okay, you can't just repeat it.
You understand what I'm saying? Thank you.
It's giving preaching. It's giving a preacher.
Thank you.
It's giving, well, let's go to church. But no, I get that 100%.
Yeah.
But I do think at one point, it's like, I started out being like, no, I've got this. Like, this is going to happen. Right. And then a couple years of that, and you're like, okay, I need to do this more. I need to believe more. And then a couple more years, and you're just like, none of it's happening.
Well, no.
What's going on
you have to also go,
which book should I be looking photos in? Was it Vogue? Am I in Mary Claire?
You know what we're going to do, sister? You know what we're going to do in December when you come? I'm looking right above me right now in the Heavenly Father above, and I'm also looking at some extra poster boards.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to sit down, and you and I, on one evening, we're going to get some yummy snacks, and we are going to put together our 2026 vision boards, tangible, together.
Okay. I love it.
And we're going to manifest. Okay?
Yes. I'm 100% down. I feel like I need to be with you. I feel like I need to be with you.
Yeah.
To do it. Like I need
to. I don't know. Maybe you're going to bring in someone.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm afraid of.
No.
Maybe my juice is going to be like, I don't want to bring any negative juice.
I'm going to put together magazines. I'm going to get together all the things. We're going to make it fun. We're going to make it cute. And by the way, I have 4 boards up there. Martin and Brian are going to do it with us. Okay?
Beautiful. I love that. You know that we bought boards to do, and then we just never ended up doing it. There's a reason why we didn't. Oh, yeah. We were under the threat of fire in January for half of it. That's why.
What month is it now?
It's September, but still, bro.
Doesn't take a break, sister.
That's true.
Okay.
That is very, very true.
Okay.
Well, all right, fine. Then we're going to manifest together at some point.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was, very funny because I would look at my journals and be like, aw.
Was that because I had sent you the picture of the journal of my journal writing that Dad sent me? So guys, my dad had sent us me some things because he was like clearing out his storage, and I was looking at one of my journals, and basically it said, my biggest goal in life is like I want to, and I was how old was I? 17?
Yeah, 18, something like that. Even, yeah, really young.
And one of my goals in life is, to talk about like body inclusivity and make people feel good in their skin. And I think one of the things I said was like, I want my name to be so known that not even the White House doors are closed to me.
Literally, you guys. And if
literally I said, so and I've been to the White House 3 times, which is like such a crazy, awesome, cool thing, but like, which is crazy.
Right.
And so I think that's what spurred it.
Yeah, because I looked back at my journals and I was like, Huh.
But let me tell you this.
One damn thing has happened.
I have fresh eyes. You would send me a screenshot of your journals and I'd go, what do you mean? I go, Kayla, what do you mean? You've done this and this and this. Maybe it doesn't look like X, but it looks like Y to me. And those two things crisscross. So if you need a separate set of eyes, fresh eyes that look at things from a different perspective, because you would be surprised at how much you have accomplished and how much you have manifested and how much of that has come true. Just maybe not in the way that those words, because manifestation doesn't always come in the way of like words or pictures. It comes in a way of like, oh yeah, that is really aligned with what I wanted.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It's not always going to look, I mean, yours looks exactly like how you write it down, but yeah, mine just may be an amalgam of like different viewpoints and also through a different kind of lens entirely. Note. Mine is a ransom note. Mine is a convoluted, kind of like a kaleidoscope. Like you look in it and you're just like, woo, like it's just, you got to really look at it. It's like a funhouse mirror in a way is my manifestations, dude. You just have to look through the lens of an anti-funhouse mirror and then maybe it all will line up.
Speaking of funhouse mirror, I did my makeup today, and you know when you do your makeup a little bit different, and you're just like, I'm a clown. Like,
yes. Me when I put blush on, bro, I'm just like, oh.
I only put blush on today. I didn't put any bronzer in, and I did like I didn't use like a eyelash curler because it was like downstairs, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go all the way downstairs.
Yeah, no.
And I looked in there, and
the lashes may as well not be there when you don't.
No, use the literally, I'm like,
they're so stick straight that they kind of like blend in with the curvature.
And small, like they just are not even there. Yeah. So if you look at me now, you can see it literally looks like I have only bottom lashes on. And I just looked in the mirror and I was
I don't want to say anything, but yeah,
I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
I don't understand. People are like, I have blush blindness. I'm like, I can't even put the tiniest amount of blush on without feeling like, you know, that meme where it's like the person's just putting the clown nose on and the clown hat and the clown makeup on. That's literally me. Me putting on
me with eyebrows, dude. No one told me about my eyebrow blindness from the years of like 20 when I was like, honestly, like the last 5 years.
Somebody did. And it was me.
Well, you did on the one photo.
I'm always telling you to get your brows and stuff done though.
No, I know, but that one photo was crazy. But then I look back at other photos and I'm like, no one mentioned because they were blocks. I was Minecraft, dude. Well, Minecraft was on my face. The Lego Batman movie was on my face.
Because we like the 2016 makeup of it all, I feel really made everyone think that they needed to have like penciled in brows. Like everyone thought that and that's not true.
The concealer of it all.
The concealer,
the cut
and the
like, of it all.
And some people's brows, they need the block, like they need a line to go here, and it's like you have to know your face, and not every makeup trend is going to apply to every face,
dude.
Like honestly, a lot of contour on me is not a good thing because my face is small. I don't have large features. I don't have like big eyes. I don't have like big, like everything is sort of like small
features.
Jolly, bro.
But
jolly.
You have like you. I have good with. Like,
do you know what I look like?
Highlight.
You know when you look at like an old 1950s Coca-Cola ad and it's like the kids and they have like the red cheeks and freckles.
It's like the copper tone
Thomas
girl.
Kincaid. That's me. That's literally me, bro.
Absolutely.
Rosy red cheeks.
That's right.
Small beady
and you
eyes.
have hair like this and flipped out, curled here. You're
gonna say
cheek.
Rosy, like Santa, like a 1950s Santa Claus vibe,
dude. You
with like a big, like a bulbousy red nose and a bulbousy red cheek. That's me.
I mean,
so me with a contour is crazy.
I mean, this is the most complimentary way you do.
I know I do.
Thank you. Agreeing emphatically.
Right? No, I hear it. I really hear it. And thank you for agreeing with me on
Marilyn
probably the
Monroe
one thing I would love for you to disagree with me on. Thank you for
Monroe
saying a lot. Right.
Sure. That
she's walking it back.
She wasn't like angular. No, she was like jolly right. She was like that. Full. She had that like really like brown cheeks and that little nose. And
she did. God, she really was so beautiful. That's the thing about Marilyn Monroe.
What?
You know, sometimes you'll look at people and you'll just be like, yes, beautiful, yes. But like, what?
No, we've talked about this. She's one of those.
Look at Marilyn Monroe. And I don't mean to like beat a dead horse. This is not revolutionary what I'm about to say, but my God, the absolute beauty. Can you imagine?
Dude,
the first time anyone's ever said Marilyn Monroe is one of the most beautiful people that ever exist is crazy.
Imagine being Marilyn Monroe. Okay. And then that's it. Then we'll stop there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, one day I'm going to talk about the updates I've done in my home, and it's not going to be today. No, apparently,
but on
because
Patreon.
It's going to have to be on Patreon, you guys, because we've done some updates to my home, and like you may ask, Michaela, why? And I don't know, but I want to let you guys know. I want to let you in it. Yeah, we need to talk about them
because they are.
There's something. Something's in there. Yeah.
There's something about it. There's something about her. Not just a sandwich shop in West Hollywood.
It's deeper than what it sounds like. Okay? Is all I'm going to say.
It's emotional. A little bit.
It's emotional.
So check out our Patreon.
Listen to the Patreon episode this Sunday, you guys. By the time you're listening to this, it'll be coming out this coming Sunday. So make sure you are subscribed to the Patreon. $5 a month. You get 2 extra episodes a month, you guys. You get all of the video. We do this on video. We record it. It takes a long time and it's a lot of effort. My computer is going to shit itself any day.
Like if you're just a regular listener, like we love, but like you're only getting like bits and pieces from like the reels.
Right.
Patreon eats and gets full honey because they get video, unedited. You get no ads. You get $5 a month. 2 episodes a month.
You don't get $5 a month, but you get $5 a month.
You know, can you imagine? We give you $5 a month. You literally
we'll
come
give
and
you
see
$5
us,
a month. Yes.
So go check it out.
Check it out. Right. And that's it for this week. We love you guys very much, and we will see you next week. Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you. So please leave a rating and review and follow us on socials for all the behind the scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Michaela McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye, guys.